David, a heart that trusted God. 1 Samuel 16-17. Hello everyone. Today, I want to talk about the life of David, a young shepherd boy who became one of the greatest kings in the Bible. David's story is not just about battles and victories. It is about faith, obedience, courage, and having a heart for God. When Samuel the prophet was sent to choose the next king of Israel, he looked at David's older brothers first. They looked strong, tall, and impressive. But God said something very important. People look at the outward appearance, but the Lord looks at the heart. David was the youngest son. He was out in the fields taking care of sheep while his brothers stood before Samuel. To others, David seemed ordinary and unimportant. But God saw something special in him, a humble heart that trusted him. This teaches us an important lesson today. God does not judge us the way people do. Sometimes people feel unnoticed, unqualified, or not good enough. They compare themselves to others and think they have nothing special to offer. But God often chooses ordinary people to do extraordinary things. David spent many days alone as a shepherd. While caring for sheep, he learned to trust God. He prayed, worshipped, and depended on God in difficult moments. Even before he became king, God was preparing him through small responsibilities. Many people want great success immediately, but David's story reminds us that faithfulness in small things matters. Later, Israel faced a frightening enemy named Goliath. The entire army was afraid. Goliath was huge, powerful, and experienced in battle. No one wanted to fight him. But David believed that God was greater than the giant. David did not wear heavy armor or carry impressive weapons. He simply took 5 smooth stones and a sling. Others laughed at him, but David trusted God completely. Before the battle, David said, "The battle belongs to the Lord." And with 1 stone, Goliath fell. The victory was not about David's strength. It was about God's power working through someone who had faith. Today, we also face giants in life. Some people face fear. Some face financial struggles. Others battle sickness, stress, disappointment, or loneliness. These problems can seem impossible at times. But David's story reminds us that no giant is bigger than God. Faith does not mean we never feel afraid. Even brave people feel fear sometimes. Faith means trusting God even when situations look difficult. Another beautiful lesson from David's life is that he remained close to God even after making mistakes. David was not perfect. He failed at times and made serious errors. But when he sinned, he repented sincerely and returned to God. That is encouraging for all of us. Sometimes we fail. Sometimes we make wrong decisions. But God is merciful and ready to forgive those who sincerely turn back to him. So what can we learn from David today? Trust God in small and big situations.